Okay, in this video, I want to walk you through why most clearance items tank in price when it comes to buying them at clearance prices to sell them on Amazon. So when you're outsourcing, if you find a clearance aisle, it's always fun to find a clearance aisle. You can find stuff at 50, 60, 70, 90% off. And you're like, man, I could buy this for $5, sell it on Amazon for 30 bucks. I love clearance aisles. And I still do. I still look at clearance aisles all the time. But there are many times when those clearance items that I buy, Walmart or Target or Walgreens or stuff like that, that by the time they go live on Amazon, the prices just tank. The prices tank, and that's no fun. So here are the reasons why most clearance items tank in price and what you can do about it, how you can make sure you can still be successful buying clearance items in the future. So this all comes down to one simple law, and it's the law of supply and demand. Anytime there's a store that has a clearance item, especially if it's a national chain, if it's on clearance at your store, it's potentially on clearance at every store across the nation. And so even if you're getting it at a good price, and even if it's selling well right now, guess what? There are other resellers all over the nation who are also finding that item at a clearance price. So what happens on Amazon? The supply starts to go up. And when supply goes up, and if demand does not meet it, prices will go down. So supply goes up, prices go down. That's why clearance items tank. When you buy them out in a clearance section and they sell on Amazon, the prices just go down because that supply goes up. So there's two strategies that you can use to still find success with buying items on clearance prices to sell on Amazon. So the first one is to get that inventory to Amazon as soon as possible. If you buy an item clearance price, you want to get that item to Amazon as soon as possible. Whether it is you find it in the morning and you send it to Amazon that evening, or you find it there in the day and you send it to Amazon that next day. You want the item to get to Amazon as soon as possible. That way, your supply that gets to Amazon gets there before everyone else who is a slacker and is lazy and a slow mover when it comes to sourcing. So you get your inventory to Amazon and potentially be able to sell that item at a higher price before the supply floods the market and the prices go down. So get your items to Amazon as soon as possible. Another strategy is to be patient. If you can't get your items to Amazon as soon as possible, then wait for the prices to recover. And the best time to do that is when we're getting close to Q4. You buy your item, clearance price, the supply floods the market, the prices go down, but when the prices are going down, those items are going to sell quickly. They're lower priced. The people are just trying to get rid of it because they feel like it's a dud. They sell out, and slowly the price begins to recover after the supply begins to go down. So the supply goes down, and there's still this demand up here, so the prices are going to go up to meet that demand. So if you have wiggle room in your IPI score, if you're okay paying storage fees for a few months while you're waiting for that price to recalibrate to what it usually is at, then great. You just wait. And especially if Q4 is coming. If Q4 is coming, you know that supply that is low price is going to get eaten up quickly because it'll make cheap presents, cheap gifts and stuff. And so you want to see that the price recovers, and usually by the end of November, 1st of December, the price has recovered, and then you can finally sell those items at the higher prices that you expected them to sell for in the first place. But overall, the best strategy is to make sure your Amazon business is not solely dependent upon clearance prices. I know the ROI is awesome when you're buying clearance items, but it's not a way to run a successful long-term Amazon business. The best thing, and this is a secret I don't hear a lot of people talking about, the best thing to buy and resell on Amazon are regular priced items you can find at almost every store that no one else is finding, that you can resell on Amazon over and over again. There are regular priced items. I can go into almost any store, find regular priced items that I can buy, and it sells out. I'm able to buy it again, and it sells out again. I'm able to do that over and over again because everyone's focused on the cheap clearance stuff. No one is taking the time to find a regular priced item at the store to sell on Amazon. Clearance prices, they're really attractive. They're easy to find. There's a lot of them. But regular priced items, that is where the magic happens, because that's where the hard work comes in. You have to go in and scan every single item in that store or in that aisle. You know, I would feel very overwhelmed if I was trying to scan an entire store, because it's even overwhelming trying to scan every item on an aisle. So you go to regular price, you start scanning those items, and if you find it, then great. You found something awesome, because guess what? Some of these national chain stores, you know, they've got multiple stores in each town. You can even look online and find if you can also order it online. But you can find regular priced items to resell on Amazon. But it takes the hard work in scanning everything. It takes a lot of patience, but when you find those golden nuggets, you can continually replenish those items, and that is the best strategy to use. Now, obviously, you want to make sure that you're not just, you know, finding stuff that's priced on Amazon high that you can, you know, buy it at a lower price. You want to make sure it's actually selling, and that's why I use a tool called Keepa. Keepa helps me look into the pricing history and sales rank history of almost every item on Amazon, and I can look and see what the prices are, what the prices I can expect to sell an item for. I can look at the sales rank and I see the sales velocity. I can see how often it sells, and that will help you both with sourcing and pricing clearance items, because you can see what type of sales velocity with the Keepa graph you can expect by looking at the sales rank and how often that changes and how often that improves. And you can also look at the pricing history and see what's the best thing to do when it comes to clearance pricing. So both with clearance items and regular priced items, you can use Keepa to help you make a better sourcing decision when it comes to both of those situations. So I highly recommend looking at Keepa graphs. If you are interested in a walkthrough on how to read a Keepa graph, go to fulltimefba.com/readkeepa. I'll walk you through how to read a Keepa graph. The pricing history is free. The sales rank history comes with their paid subscription. You can even go for your own information, fulltimefba.com/Keepa, to learn more about that. So hopefully this has been helpful. When it comes to sourcing clearance items, get those items to Amazon as soon as possible, or potentially look at a Keepa graph and wait for the price to recover, and because you know that the sales rank is going to be consistent. But overall, don't rely on clearance items. Look for regular priced items. That's going to be the gold in your long-term success. So thanks for joining me today. Be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos. We have stuff coming up all the time. And also, where the real magic happens is fulltimefba.com. Be sure you sign up for our newsletter, because that's where we send out upcoming blog posts and video walkthroughs, free book alerts, coupon codes, lots of stuff that will help you turn part-time hours into a full-time income on Amazon. That is my goal for you. I want to help you make a full-time income only spending part-time hours on Amazon, and we can do that and help you. fulltimefba.com. So that's it for today. Have a great day. God bless.